You are listening to the Creative Talks podcast, presented by the Architectural Authority magazine.
I truly feel that we are a showroom and we're supposed to be knowledgeable and we're gonna, help out. But at the end of the day, the designer, the contractor, the plumber, we all have to work together to avoid those mistakes.
Totally.
So I can sell you, I can put together the bathroom for you, but I can also make a mistake. So then it should be a team effort.
Yeah.
The designer or the plumber or the contractor can say, wait a second, that's not gonna work, it's too high, or we're missing this. So
Yeah. Communication.
communication, right?
Totally.
So we're gonna give you everything we can to the best of our ability, but we're also human. We can also make mistakes. Now, the one thing that I can tell you is that we're a company that we're always going to work with you and try to solve the problem.
This video is brought to you by the Stones & More Group, a leading wholesale distributor with over 2 decades providing top-quality porcelain, ceramic, slabs, mosaics, panels, and building materials, crafted to transform any space.
Hi, welcome back to Creative Talks. Today we're diving into the world of plumbing fixtures with one of the most dynamic companies in the industry, House of Fixtures. Joining us are Christian, owner and CEO, and Jessica, their incredible A&D specialist who works closely with architects and designers to turn visions into reality. Together, they bring a sharp edge for detail, deep industry knowledge, and a passion for helping design professionals make confident fixture selections. We'll be talking trends, technical tips, and tackling some of the most common myths designers run into when working with plumbing fixtures. So get ready to learn, laugh, and maybe even rethink what's really going behind your walls. Welcome.
It's great to be here. Thank
Hi.
you. It's a pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you for having us.
Well, plumbing is, I'm passionate about plumbing because I used to work selling them. So I
There we
have a
go.
lot of things that I would love to ask you so that you share. But first, I would like to start by knowing the story behind House of Fixtures.
House of Fixtures. How did it come about? So I started my career in 2008 working for a plumbing showroom in the design district.
Oh, I thought you started in
No,
wallpaper.
no, plumbing first.
Okay.
And then I think I was there for about 5 or 6 years. And I got to learn, plumbing 101, the inside, outside, all the details basically regarding plumbing fixtures. And I kind of fell in love with it. I mean, I enjoyed it. It's very technical. I love the fact that I can actually sit with the designer, look at the bathroom and how to put it together, what functions, what doesn't work. And it's something that I actually enjoyed very, very much. So then, just I stayed in the industry for another 6 years or so. Then I had an opportunity to open up, the wall covering company. And then I had Jesse, which is a beautiful Italian plumbing manufacturer
Yes.
line.
Wow.
It's stunning,
I
stunning.
think it's like the luxury.
It's jewelry.
Yeah.
Jewelry. Jesse is jewelry for your home.
Amazing.
And they're a very designer driven forward brand. They do a ton behind their marketing. They have a beautiful showroom, 5-story showroom now in New York. So they're putting a lot behind the company, you know. So I was very fortunate to be able to have Jesse uh, for the past for a good year, more or less, a year and a half. And I did really well with the brand, without having a showroom, without really marketing it,
You were representing the brand.
representing the brand, and just by having my contacts and talking about Jesse, introducing the line,
Right.
I began to get projects. And
Well, I
then,
can imagine when you do those powder rooms that are crazy nowadays
yeah,
with the wallpapers, and
yeah,
then you bring in
it
Jesse.
was a
It's like
perfect,
a
it was a good
combined
marriage.
sale.
It was a great marriage. So, and I had the trust from the interior design community. So they gave me an opportunity to, okay, let's spec it out, let's put it into projects. And then it just kind of hit me. I'm like, wait a second, you know what? I'm doing something right.
Mm-hmm.
So why not go the extra step? I've always enjoyed plumbing. I love selling it. I love the actual product. And I decided to open up a showroom. And then that's when Jessica
came into the
came
picture.
about. I've known Jessica since high school, and she was also
Really?
she was
Yes.
also doing plumbing fixtures.
Right?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
And she's very knowledgeable.
Yeah.
She knows it in and out, inside and out too. She comes in with a lot of experience, not only with kitchens, with all the accessories, putting the whole bathroom together. So a very complete knowledge on the bathroom. And
And how come you didn't decide to do a one store?
because I feel like I wanted to have them separate, like House of Fixtures, plumbing fixtures comes in the beginning of the project. So I feel, and wall covering comes at the very end. So I kind of wanted to have the two
It's a different.
separate, and different team, different company. And I decided to do it in the same building so that I can
Mhm.
bring my clients back and forth. And um, I think it's kind of working out. We
Yeah.
get a lot of results. I mean,
Mhm.
people love the fact that they can jump from one to the next,
Yeah.
and then maybe they don't need wall coverings at the very moment,
But they already
But
have
they
it
but
in
they
already
their
have
have
the
it.
mind.
project.
Yes.
They're putting it all together. As a matter of fact, we had a powder room not too long ago. The designer got the wall covering, got the tile, got the plumbing fixture all at the same time off of one visit,
Mhm.
and it came out spectacular. And I think that's the idea, and that obviously it's not going to work for every project, because sometimes most projects are in the beginning phase, and or you're doing a full gut. But in this particular case, it was a nice facelift, and we were able to select all the materials
Mhm.
right then
Source
and
it
there.
all.
It was
Yeah.
great, really
Everything
great.
in the same area, same spot.
Same spot,
So,
same day.
That
yeah.
Yeah.
works perfect. And the showroom looks amazing,
Thank
both
you,
of them.
thank you,
Thank
thank you,
you.
thank you.
We were at the opening, it
Mhm.
was last year.
In
Yeah,
November, yeah.
yeah,
It's great. It turned
yeah.
out great.
And we're still, there's things that as we evolve as a company, and we talk to designers, we talk to our clients, we see what's missing, what can we add, um, and now we're adding, more fixture displays. We kind of felt like we lacked a little bit of that, and we're kind of tight on the space already as it is. So now what's coming next is these two beautiful tables for more display fixtures.
And what would you say it's like the secret of this? You said it before, I'm doing something right. What is that? I have my theory and I'm gonna tell it to you, but I want to know if you are
I mean,
aware.
look, I feel at the end of the day, this is what I tell my team. It's about service.
Mhm.
You know, product. Today's day and age, the website. We're competing against the website, and that's the biggest competitor in my opinion. And then clients like to shop online, so they're gonna go looking for pricing.
Mhm.
So it's a combination of a few things, but ultimately, in my opinion, it comes down to service. It comes down to, following up with the client, holding their hand,
Mhm.
uh, teaching them, educating them as
Mhm.
to what works, why we're doing it, why we're not selecting certain elements, and just kind of being a partner and helping them in the bathroom space.
Yeah.
And I was gonna tell you my theory because I think it's so important that you did what what we used to do, like selling.
Mhm.
You understand exactly what the client needs.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's not like, yeah, I'm the owner and now you already did it. You know exactly what
Mhm.
they're gonna need. So you train your team as you were supposed to be trained in the past that maybe it didn't happen that way.
It
I
was like
think
a
that's one of the secrets because we never see MrBill.com in the trade shows or
right,
with
right.
Right.
or hanging out with the designers. You're there all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I'm listening to you
Yes.
guys.
Mhm.
I'm listening to
Mhm.
what you're telling me.
Yeah.
We sit down and we go over projects together.
Yeah.
So, okay, what about this? What about towel warmers as an
Mhm.
example? Towel warmers is something that we're now pushing in every single project. Yes, we
Mhm.
live in Florida,
Mhm.
but it's not, about the heat. It's about the comfort of having a towel,
Yeah.
warm as soon as you walk out. Also
It-
the bacteria buildup,
Mhm.
right? So
Yeah.
Mhm.
um,
Having a fresh towel, it
having a
kills
fresh
the
towel.
humidity,
It's like when you go into
So,
into
yeah.
your dryer and you pick up a
Mhm.
t-shirt and you
Yeah.
put it on and it
Mm.
feels great.
Great.
It's the
Uh-huh.
same thing with a towel warmer.
Yeah.
So we're pushing it, and again, that's something that's educating because
Mhm.
most Floridians, especially in South Florida, you're not considering a towel warmer.
Yeah.
And then a lot of designers they don't like they don't want to see a towel warmer, but there's a place, we can work around it. We can put
There
it
are some that are very pretty as well.
beautiful,
Yeah.
and they match the finish that you're doing throughout the whole space. So the idea is to be able to suite the bathroom entirely, and in the same finish and in the same design, so that it's cohesive with the designer's.
And it must be a difficult question to ask you if there is a favorite brand
Oh, it's
among
We
everything
will never
you have.
agree.
we don't
We don't agree.
agree.
No?
Actually, no one in the showroom agrees.
Yeah.
Everybody
I
has their
remember
favorite.
saying to my friends that I'm in love with the toilet, and they were like, "Okay,
Yeah.
how can
How
that
could you
happen?"
be in love with the
But
toilet?
I'm in love with the Toto toilet, the
Mhm.
Neorest,
Right.
etc., etc. I'm in love with them. So, which one is your favorite?
Your favorite toilet?
My
Jess?
favorite toilet's gonna be Accent. Definitely Accent. It's the clean look. I think I like everything to be very
How
clean and
about
neat.
you?
Me, I like Accent.
Yeah.
I feel like Accent has beautiful lines. It's
Mhm.
very clean, very modern. Total,
It's also
obviously.
smart.
Yes. I
They
mean,
have
today's day and age, they have a lot of similar. How do I say this? Performance
models. Yeah.
Mhm.
to the Total that we know was, the ultimate toilet.
Right.
So a lot of companies have now engineered it in a way that they can also compete, and it looks beautiful.
Yeah. And for a more affordable, is a DXB one a good one to look at? Which one could be?
We do Selite from Roca. It's one of Roca's like sister
Mm-hmm.
brands. That's what we when it's more affordable for smart toilets. That's who we go for. So
Nice.
Yeah.
And what about the fixtures?
fixtures itself, my favorite is
Jessie.
Fantini.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
got
you
a
I'm a
like
Fantini girl. I love
Fantini's beautiful.
Fantini.
Fantini's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
But Blue Bathworks that we went to
Blue
your
Bathworks
training
is
the
That
other
was
day.
really cool. That was
Very
really cool.
nice.
Very
It's
nice.
modern.
Mhm.
It has very clean lines, and I
Super
mean,
clean
yeah,
lines.
very very clean.
Super clean lines, and
The
the fact
finishes are
Mhm.
that
beautiful.
it's fast.
Yes, and it's
because it's
all
close.
Yeah.
in Canada.
It has a lot of upside. I
Mhm.
mean, for me, I have to say, design wise, Jesse.
Mhm.
I just
But sometimes Jessie doesn't fit in the budget.
no, but
Right.
we can value engineer it with. So, for example, they have also their economical brands
Okay.
within the Jesse line. So within the Jesse brand, so we're able to do maybe the shower components with a lesser, a lesser.
With a little bit of PVC or something in the inside, different.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
not.
they're more economical. It has, I believe, some components like maybe like the elbow inside. The movement.
But then the look, it's the same.
Yeah, it's
And
always
the
going to be
finish is the
brass.
same.
Mhm.
So then you can have beautiful fixtures that you're gonna touch and feel every single day, and then
Mhm.
the rest of it, like for example, the accessories don't have to be the most expensive. You
Because
can
I
go with a
guess
lower
it
cost.
becomes higher in price when you add those crystal balls and
Yes,
the
Everything adds up.
bamboo and
Everything
the
adds up.
bamboo.
Everything adds up.
Yeah. So, but those are the ones that are stunning.
Yeah, but
The ones we
that
see at the
that's
show.
the real jewelry.
The ones we see at
that's
the
great
show.
for the powder room, and that's great for the master
Exactly.
bathroom. And obviously, if you have
Not for an everyday.
if you have a client that has a budget to do everything with the crystal, why not?
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
realistically speaking, most clients, they want to conserve a little bit on the secondary bathrooms, which is absolutely fine. We have plenty to incorporate. Um, but you can have a special moment in the powder, special moment in the master, and that's kind of how you give it
How
value.
do you say caballito de batalla in English?
War horse.
The one that everybody buys for secondary bathrooms. Which one is that? Because I used to sell Growy for that level.
Okay, yeah, Growy's great. We have Eisenberg.
Eisenberg, yeah.
So Eisenberg is
Briesel.
we Briso, yes, we
Yeah,
do
we move
we
it.
do a lot of Briso, but we have secondary bathrooms. If we had our choice,
Mhm.
definitely Eisenberg.
Yeah.
It's made in the United States, made in
Mhm.
Texas. Lots
Okay.
of how do I say this? Stock
Mhm.
availability.
Yeah.
They have a great kitchen program, good finishes. Everything is brass as opposed to Briso
Mhm.
and Kohler.
Yeah.
So it's a good brand.
And you have a very beautiful line from. It's a French line.
Yes.
THG.
THG.
Yeah, THG is
Mhm.
THG is beautiful. THG
Yes.
is fully, it's all handmade.
Uh-huh.
They still go
And it
back
has
to
different shapes,
the
like going
casting.
to a jewelry store.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and the finishes. There's 37 different finishes.
37.
37 different finishes.
What can they be?
It's so many. There's so
Okay,
many.
titanium, brass,
Nickel,
nickel.
umber.
Yeah.
You guys have probably never heard of umber. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful
It's
finish.
a beautiful finish.
Beautiful, stunning
Mhm.
finish.
How does it look like?
I want to say it's like a mix of like a rose gold and
Yeah.
a gunmetal, maybe
Okay,
like
Yeah,
black
like a
metal.
copper?
Like,
No.
It's a
but
warm.
it's not copper.
It's not copper. It's
yeah.
not so red either. So it's kind of like a
Yeah.
nice taupe in
Mhm.
between.
Yeah.
Very
Mhm.
nice and warm. So right,
37.
37, and all the fixtures are made to order. And you could
Okay.
also swap out. So if you have a beautiful spout and you're not so keen on the handles, but you like another handle from another collection, you can swap it. So everything is
Okay.
super catered to
Same with the valves and the trims.
everything. So you can completely customize it. So
That's great.
Yeah.
Another brand that I'm missing. Another brand that
so many. So right now we have Zucchetti. Zucchetti is an Italian line. Beautiful finishes too. They have, they gotta have at least 20 or
Yeah.
20. And they
I
have
believe they
matte
have like 20.
finishes as well as the shiny options.
They have PVD, powder coat, and PVD on stainless steel. So they have a large gamma.
Which
of
PVD
finishes.
is, more durable. If it chips, which is hard to do, but if it does, you have the full body throughout. So the full color.
That's what we got in the training as well.
That's
the black.
with blue. It
Yes.
was stainless steel PVD finishes. So the difference with Zucchetti.
It happened to me. Let me tell you a story. I had a project in Key Biscayne.
Okay.
For some reason, Brizo peeled
It
the black.
happens. It happens.
Yeah.
And you will see the metal.
And then I started to stay away from it, from the brand, from one experience.
Right.
Yeah. And
Well,
that
also in Key Biscayne, the beach.
The beach.
El agua
So
salitre, the salt water.
I thought of that.
Yeah.
So,
but listen, we're in Miami. People have kids.
Yeah.
People have families. You have your rings. So it's something to consider. So
Yep.
PVD is a little bit more costly, but it will last you longer.
Maybe you put the ones that could get ruined in the powder room that won't have so much traffic.
Right.
Well, you got to be careful because you put a beautiful fixture in the powder and then you chip it. No, but I mean, there's a place and a project for everything, right? So it really depends. But there are, like, we went to Milan last year to look for brands, and most manufacturers were coming up with stainless steel PVD finishes because they see that it's the market is welcoming it very well. And durability, the finishes are beautiful.
It's lead free when it's
lead free is a big deal.
That the gold is going away?
No. Black, I would say is semi facing out. We do get projects from time to time.
Here and there.
Today I got a request for black, actually, matte black. But the warmer finishes, like the umber that we were talking about, gunmetal, graphite,
the chocolate,
the chocolates,
the dark bronze.
the chocolates are all over.
There's one that looks like a purple, silver purple.
Yeah.
That's
beautiful. Those are very in, and I don't see it. It's like the same thing with the color of the year, and everything is warm, and the same thing.
But
when
the
we
fixtures
went to,
need to last a lot longer than the color of the year.
Yeah,
we're not gonna redo the bathrooms for 10 years.
100%. But I think they're doing it in a timeless way. So they're not. It's something that is cohesive to the whole space and it's timeless, as opposed to seeing something that stands out that it's going to be trendy. It's absolutely not like that. It will be seamless at the same time. It's just they've done it in a very good way.
Yeah, one of the things that happened when they started using gold or brass is that then you buy the accessories and you buy the mirror frame and nothing matches. Nothing matches. Why did they do it like that?
Well,
but they can't just have a standard.
And that's what's great about a lot of the brands that we work with, because you can suite the entire bathroom. Meaning that you can have your towel, all the accessories, towel bars, paper holder.
That's the right way
hinges,
to do it. But
turtles,
some people want to spend on the fixtures and then the accessories.
Yeah.
Just get them
I would
anywhere.
say that as long as it's, they're not going to be side by side, right? So you have a little bit of room there to, if you can do the whole thing and suite the whole bathroom with the same finish, absolutely do it. But if you had to save a little bit of money and then, the accessories, try to look for alternatives, then try to find a similar finish and it will look cohesive because at the
Yeah.
end of the day, they're not side by side.
Exactly. Very similar because there are
Yeah.
some
You
goals
have
that
to
really
try.
clash.
You have to try and match
Mhm.
it. And what's great about House of Fixtures is that we have a lot of finishes in the showroom, so you can
Mhm.
see compare one to the next.
So, how would you say is the dynamic for a designer to specify a project with you?
Go ahead, Jess.
I
Yes,
mean,
you're the
Take the
girl.
floor, Jess.
I mean, we obviously we've been in the industry for a long time, so we have a lot of clients that have
That
followed
already
us and
know,
already know us.
but they already know what they want.
And they already know what they want.
But
Some don't know. I mean, a lot of clients. I have clients that send me a list, literally, like I need a shower head, a towel bar, así una lista, and I go from there. But it's all about response. It's all about communication, educating them because a lot of the designers, they
Asking.
know
especially
brands,
some of us don't know some of the brands that you
of
just mentioned, so
course,
we want to
right?
know.
No,
We want to know.
and we need to
Yeah,
ask the right questions,
and ask the right
So
questions
so
exactly.
what hey, what are
Mhm.
you doing in this space? What
Yeah.
about
You gotta see the rendering in order to
it helps.
We
recommend.
ask for it, but because it helps,
It
obviously,
helps
to see what you guys are
to send her
specifying.
something very
Definitely
modern
definitely the
or
floor
something
plan
traditional.
yeah,
Exactly.
and definitely the floor plan and the
Mhm.
elevations that would help us determine what can we do, especially
Right.
inside the shower.
Yeah.
Depending on how big the shower is,
Mhm.
what components are we working with,
Yeah.
and that gives us an idea. And then the rendering is good for like a conceptual,
Mhm.
idea. Are they going more modern?
Right.
What finishes are you using? So that's kind of it. Really helps. I mean, but then as a designer coming into the showroom, we're also there to guide you,
Mhm.
and show you what is Jesse, what is Fantini, what is THG, what is
Right.
Zucchetti. So to me, I mean, if I can have all designers come into the showroom when they're looking for plumbing fixtures,
That'll be amazing.
it will be
Yeah.
great because then
Yeah.
it's all in one spot. We
Mhm.
get to actually sit down, bring me your floor plans, we go through it, give me a whole hour, and you're gonna walk out of it with an entire bathroom done.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With all
Uh,
the bathrooms.
with all the
Yeah.
bathrooms, and not just maybe we do, or Jessica does more than one option. So
Mhm.
she's doing
Yeah.
sometimes 3 options for the same bathroom,
Wow.
depending on.
It's a big spec book.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
big spec book. It's a
Yeah.
big
Yeah.
spec book, but it's necessary and it's part of the business. And again, going back to service, that's how we are partnering with the designer to
Mhm.
help when it comes to the bathroom. We're trying to get as much workload as possible off of you to help you.
And talking about spec books, do you provide a book of specs for
Yes.
the
W-
final selections?
Yeah. Well, we
No,
provided
we do it
since
from
the
the beginning.
beginning.
From the
Since the
beginning.
beginning, yeah.
So we give you an estimate,
Mhm.
we give you a spec book, and within the spec book, you're gonna have your it's gonna be broken down per bathroom,
Okay.
and then you have your photographs and the specs,
Mhm.
and then that correlates with the estimate.
Correct.
And then why do plumbers don't get it right? Tell us, answer that.
I plead the
I
fifth on
think
that one.
Why?
No, I don't know.
I'm-
I mean, I feel like
I think
Because
it's educating them too
we
because
need
they
to
don't
educate them
know.
too and send them the
Yeah.
videos of the new
Yes.
fancy.
I feel like it's technology, right?
Mhm.
You gotta stay with the times, and you can tell me you've been a plumber for the last 20, 30 years.
Mhm.
Great.
Yeah.
It tells me that you've been dedicated as a
The
plumber,
answer is that doesn't work.
but they have to
Yeah.
we have to educate them, and they also
Mhm.
have to read installation
Mhm.
guidelines,
Yeah.
because we're putting together specs and installation guidelines.
Mhm.
And how we showed you last week in a presentation, there's videos that I think one of the designers said, I feel like I can do that myself,
Yeah.
because it was so 1, 2, 3.
They
But
don't
if they
spend the
took the
time.
time,
They don't
and they
spend the
have to,
time.
that's the idea, they have to take the time to, you know, sometimes it's, I'm a plumber for 20 years, I know it all, right?
Mhm.
But if they were just to take a step back for literally, it took us what, a minute to watch the video.
Right.
There's no room for mistake.
Mhm.
It's going to be a costly mistake after the fact.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But it's,
Yeah.
we got to try. We got to keep
Yes.
trying.
We gotta keep trying. We gotta keep educating them. You must start inviting them to the lunch and learns.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to get into that. I don't
Something
want to
like
get
that.
it. I don't want to get into that
I
with
go
the
to the job
plumbers.
sites. I help sometimes,
Right.
But
the
it's
knowledge I
always
have.
the answer.
pero-
In the last house I had
Yeah.
infinity drain with a adjustable
Okay.
Right?
drain.
Yeah.
Okay.
They say that doesn't work. It's like it's the worst thing you can bring me. And
Oh my
they
God.
put it and it worked. The other thing was that I wanted the
But at least I
plumbing,
tried. At least I tried.
but
After a lot of
because
back
I
and
never
forth.
changed the fixture.
Mhm.
Okay, that was their
Okay.
plan. Just
Yeah.
switch it for me, for the one I know,
Got it.
the one that
Mhm,
I've
of
done
course.
for 20 years.
I
Yeah.
understand.
So there is like this force that don't want to go with technology, to grow with us.
We all need to grow. Like I'm always looking to see, what's out there. That's why we go to shows. That's why
Mhm.
we talk to people. That's why
It's not to
That's
get
why
it
you're doing
more
this podcast.
complicated. It's
Yeah.
to get
that's why you
it
do this
better.
podcast so that we can also
Correct.
talk and say, hey, what's working, what's not working, what's cool,
Mhm.
what's out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They unfortunately they're so like stuck in their jobs. They
Yes,
get in,
yeah.
get out.
Right.
They want to do their job, and
They
I
don't
get
have
it.
the exposure, maybe.
But they have to try to find the way.
Yeah, I think it's part of our responsibility
Yeah.
as a trade
Yeah,
professionals.
yeah, but we're not doing the job. It's
Mhm.
we have to teach them, but at the end of the day, they have to give you their commitment to at least see the video,
And try.
to look at the installation guidelines.
Because
Because
right
then
now, plumbing has become like there's things that you control with Bluetooth.
Yeah.
There's
Correct.
there's a lot of technology
A
involved.
lot of technology
A lot
involved.
of technology.
Yes.
So we have to go with the
You
trend.
have to. I mean, we have, ceiling shower heads. They give you color therapy. You get
Right.
3 different rain functions.
Let's get
You
into
get
that.
music.
Let's get
So-
into
We have
that.
Netflix in our saunas
Yeah.
and our
So
steam
it's,
showers.
I mean, you can actually
Speakers,
speakers. So
Yeah.
the bath experience, I mean, you can actually go to your bathroom and it's like a little spa at home. And I think that has
And there's a lot of people that want to spend their money in their bathroom.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Making it, bigger bathrooms. They spend more time in there. They travel, they go to a beautiful hotel. They want to be able to bring that experience back inside their home. And that's why a lot of these companies, they listen and they're like, okay, what do they like? They like the spa feel. Great. How do we make the spa feel into somebody's house? So again, always evolving, and
Yeah.
and we all have to do it.
This is another one. I don't want to take it against any plumber at all. I'm sorry. I love you all.
Plumbers, we love you.
But this is one. What happens when the fixture doesn't have the pressure that the client expects? Whose fault is that?
Everybody's fault.
Everybody's fault.
Isn't it the house?
Yeah.
It could be the house. There is new fixtures that are coming with the water sense restrictions because of California.
Uh-huh.
You just have to remove the restrictor. If allowed, obviously, by the city, you find out first, you ask us, we know how to educate you. But usually it's the pressure in the house.
It's
The water pressure
in the house.
yeah,
It's
or
not the new
apartment.
fixture, fancy fixture
Correct.
that we went to Milan to get.
No,
Yes.
no, and the
Yes.
pressure in Europe is going to be the water pressure in Europe. The water pressure in
Mhm.
Latin America is going to be completely different than what we get here in the United States. We obviously have more restrictions, and the water flow is going to be different. We're not
And
getting
what
the
passes
same.
code up to 2.5?
2.5. 2.5. Yeah.
And in the past, they used to be, because maybe it's the old fashioned guys
Right.
who are used to like maybe a 4.0. I don't know,
Mhm.
a 3.0.
I don't know that.
Yeah.
I would have to research and see, but
Uh-huh.
I that I don't know exactly.
And another thing is that when selecting fixtures, I remember when selling them, the rain heads are never going to have a lot of pressure.
No, 'cause
That's what
it's
they're
an
for.
experience. It's
That's
a
what they're
rain.
for.
Yeah.
It kind
So
of feels
never think that the
water-
big plate is
No,
going to give
it's
you.
going to give you more water, more pressure, more water, yes,
Exactly.
but
More water, yes.
more volume of water,
Zero
but
pressure.
not the pressure that you're looking for.
Mhm.
So
when
for
somebody wants
that, we
pressure.
add a hand
We
hand
have
shower,
just the
regular
the
head,
traditional the
The
traditional head
multifunction shower heads.
or a
yeah.
multifunction, which is great. So you can
Mhm.
adjust it to how you want that flow to go. Those are actually the better ones
Yeah.
for more pressure,
Mhm.
because the rain heads, the water has to kind of sit on the plate before it drops down, and then it drops like rain. We're not
Mhm.
when you go outside, unless it's un aguacero, like
Mhm.
bastante agua, you're not gonna get a lot of. You're gonna get
Right.
wet, but you're
Yeah.
not getting drenched.
Correct.
So
So that's another thing we need to teach constantly, that the rain is an experience and
Yes.
that plate will never take out your shampoo.
Mhm. Yeah.
I think I will. It
Yeah,
will, but it's
but not
not
as
the
easy.
same.
Yeah.
It's not the same pressure. Some people want to feel water pressure
Mhm.
on your back, on your neck. You want to relax. You had a tough day. You want to just go into the shower and let that be your little massager.
Mm-hmm.
Rain is just a different experience. You
Mhm.
know, you're getting submerged under like a waterfall, as an example.
Now I want to do an exercise. How would it be your dream bathroom?
My
What would
dream
it
bathroom.
have? And then yours.
My dream bathroom. Definitely
Go
a
into
rain.
the shower. Go into the bathroom. Start from
Okay, so
turning the
two
light.
sinks. Two sinks,
Two
absolutely.
sinks.
His and hers.
Uh-huh.
Mine on this side, hers on this side.
Wall mounted faucet or top mounted?
I like deck mount. I'm a traditional guy.
Deck.
3-hole
Okay.
all day, timeless.
Okay.
I would have a beautiful tub, even though I don't maybe
Still in the vanity.
Oh,
LED
still in the
mirror
vanity.
or no?
Could be. Yeah.
Yeah,
A beautiful
nothing
LED
wrong with
mirror.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
beautiful sconces. A great stone sink. Beautiful stone sink. I think it would be fantastic.
Mhm.
What else? And now we're carrying
Now
over
we're
a
carrying-
little bit of storage underneath. I do like storage for like,
Mhm.
razors, toothbrush, whatever things that
Yeah.
you gotta add for the
I
bathroom.
feel like in the masters we always
You
need
need
It's a
storage.
a lot.
must.
You need
Yeah.
storage. Yeah, your towels nicely
Then
folded.
are you a bathtub guy?
I'm not.
No.
I'm not, but I like to see it. You
Okay.
know, I do
So
love
it
to
has
see.
to be there.
I think it's a beautiful centerpiece.
Yes.
So even if we're not using it, listen, if I want to use it once a year, I have it.
So with bubbles or no?
No.
Freestanding.
No. Freestanding, definitely freestanding.
How do you imagine the finish of those fixtures?
Okay, so
We're
I
talking
mean,
with Christian.
I would
A
love
lot of people's gonna copy this bathroom. Go
I
ahead.
know somebody's gonna
I
watch.
would love a stone tub,
Mhm.
but
Okay.
it doesn't retain the water hot as much. So now
Also real stone.
yeah, real
It's going
stone,
fancy.
but that would be
Uh-huh.
beautiful. I mean, that's
Yeah.
stunning. Imagine if that matches your sinks. Oh my god.
Mhm.
But if I want to have the experience of actually soaking in the tub and staying in there, maybe like a composite, beautiful white matte,
Like the one in your showroom.
Mhm.
similar.
That
I love that one.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I wouldn't deviate from that.
Mhm.
And then beautiful. I like the freestanding top fillers. So
Yeah.
something that comes from the floor, has a
Clean.
nice clean, like a nice gooseneck with a handheld. And then a small little accessory. So if I want to have a candle or if I want to have my phone there,
The tray.
Mhm.
yeah, a little
Okay.
tray to go
Mhm.
over, and then that's it. Want to have a
We
glass of
talked
wine.
about the little pillow that is useless.
Uh,
It's not that.
Yeah, kind of slides down.
Yeah.
No matter which
I
one
kind
you
of I
get.
kind of like I kind of
Yeah.
like the tub feel
Mhm.
and not having a pillow on the back.
I want to get to the shower.
No, wait,
What does
wait,
your-
wait. We're
okay,
getting
okay,
there. We're getting there.
Okay.
Then you gotta have a nice little side table,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
That's where you put your
Your
cup of
glass of
wine, your
wine.
glass of whiskey, So you got to relax. We're talking about unwinding in the bathroom. This is it.
Mhm.
And
There
then
has to be a towel warmer nearby.
somewhere, maybe hidden, like behind a niche, I could do a nice little towel warmer there and then rope hooks.
Mhm.
So that way you can put on your rope hook after you get out of the shower. Then going into the shower, again, his and hers, definitely.
Okay.
Beautiful rain head in the middle, 2 shower heads, 2 handhelds. So if you don't want to wet your hair, if you just want to do your body.
Is there a brand in particular that you envision in this bathroom, or we can't say?
No, yeah, Jesse.
Jesse.
No.
Okay.
I mean, listen, I love them all,
Uh-huh.
but I have my favorite. I mean, I do.
Okay.
I do. Jesse,
Yeah.
you better be hearing this, Jesse. And but I mean, they all have spectacular,
Yeah.
each one has their own identity and they're all beautiful in their own way. I just have since it was the first brand that I was able to
No,
work
and
with, and I
it's
have a
a-
soft
Mhm.
Wow.
touch, and that created, it gave me an opportunity to open up my doors to House of
To
Fixtures.
what you're doing.
So that I'm always going to be grateful to
Yeah.
that.
Jesse deserves the bathroom. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Christian's bathroom.
And then Infinity Drain,
Infinity
so that
Drain.
it's all hidden.
Tiled in.
Long
Beautiful
one,
tile.
48.
48, 52,
60.
60,
Well, it goes all the
60.
way
60,
to
60, 60.
it goes
With a
bigger,
bench?
72, 96.
Bench in the shower.
A bench, maybe for her,
Mhm.
who she wants to sit down. Me, no. Sometimes I'm in and out of the shower.
This is a good question. My clients, some of them like the trim to be totally separate from where.
Okay,
Would
okay.
you do that?
Yes.
I think it's comfortable. You have
Mhm.
to be accessible, especially if you have a bench. So if you have
Mhm.
your handheld near the bench,
Mhm.
your volume control has to be near so you can, you know,
But then the head shower, it's far so
separate.
that you
Yeah,
don't get
yeah. So
wet while
exactly.
preparing
So
the
you can have, again, we're talking about different experiences. So you go, you sit down, you rinse, you know, you don't have to worry
girls
about.
can shave
Yeah,
Mhm.
in the
yeah,
bench.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I think it's
Yeah,
necessary. Yeah.
that's a
Nice little
great thought.
niches so that it's all kind of hidden. You put your shampoo
I
and
forgot the finish you
conditioner.
said. Did you say any finish?
Finish, oof, that's tough. Um, I like gunmetal. I think
Nice.
gunmetal is so beautiful. And then if we're talking now with all these new finishes, the dark bronze, it's a stunner.
Okay, you just have to go to House of Fixtures and you'll get everything
And
you
you get
need for
everything we
that
just said.
beautiful
We
bathroom.
help you out. We got you.
Now, Jessica,
It's
how's your
similar.
dream
It's
bathroom?
similar.
No, don't copy
Definitely,
me.
definitely
Don't
double
copy me,
sink.
Jess.
Obviously, Fantini.
Which
You
one
would
from
do
Fantini?
Fantini.
Venezia. Master
Ooh,
bathroom, Venezia.
Venezia's
Kids
beautiful.
bathroom, Balocchi all day. I love
Very fun.
Balocchi.
Very
I
fun.
love fun.
I
And
have
what
to agree with Venezia.
finish?
Finish, well, Venezia, I would definitely do it in polished nickel just because
Okay,
it's timeless. That
I gotta
finish
see
is
it now.
beautiful.
Polished nickel is
With the
timeless.
nice Murano glass handles.
I remember we had a training, but do you think I remember
No.
Venezia? You have to show it to me now.
Yeah. But definitely, I think I would do Venezia hexagonal spout, the gooseneck, double sink,
Tub or no
Tub?
tub?
definitely tub.
Yeah.
Definitely, I would do a tub.
And you would use it or Poppy would
No,
use
I
it?
would use it. Poppy won't
Okay.
use it.
Okay.
He might get convinced and you. Definitely a tub with a freestanding tub filler hand shower. My shower would be very similar, his and hers, but with the middle, rain shower,
Okay.
with a bench, and I would just add a steam to my to my shower for sure.
That's a great feature.
Nice.
That I would add with
That's a
Netflix.
great
See?
feature. Yeah.
Okay.
And now they have talking about bringing the experience, right? So
Mhm.
cold plunges, they're so
Yes.
in right now, right? So everybody wants a cold plunge
Yeah.
at home. Everybody wants a
I'm
cold
so
plunge.
scared of them.
Yeah, but a lot of people do
Yeah, they
it, and
want it.
there's a lot of
Mhm.
benefits, and they like to go from hot to cold.
Yes.
So
So the
having
tub needs to be higher for that. That's it.
they have now Kohler has a plunge, so you
Mhm.
can actually have a plunge at home, and it's fully you just
Yeah.
pop it in.
Does it
So
really have health benefits? Health benefits?
I
We don't
haven't
know.
I haven't looked into it so much, but the guys that I talk to and people at the gym, they all rave about it,
Mhm.
and they say that there are benefits and they feel better. They feel lighter. I've also heard, as an example, people that have anxiety, they get in the plunge and they completely forget about everything, right? Because you have to at that point you're getting in, and now you're kind of your body goes into this kind of shock, right? Because it's so
Yeah.
cold that you forget about what you were thinking about, so that it kind of
Wow.
mellows you down. So there is that alone is a benefit.
Well, I'm more traditional. I'm
Yeah.
with the steam.
Yes.
I'm
Only
with the
steam.
steam. So the steam, you sell steams as well?
Yes,
Yep.
we sell
Yeah.
thermosol.
Saunas and
Mhm.
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
that's based on the tile or the wood, or that's a little bit more involved, but
Mhm.
the generator size based on the size of the
Right, of the room.
room.
Yes.
So we can help you with all of
The
that, all the
capacity
details.
of the shower
Yeah,
and all of that.
yeah,
Yeah. Of course, you have to seal the whole enclosure and
yeah, yeah,
and take
Mhm.
the glass to the top.
all the way up,
Mhm.
all the
And
way up.
put tiles in the
It depends on the
ceiling.
material.
Yeah.
Depends
With
on the material.
thermosol, you could do glass, marble, or wood, if I'm
Wood.
not mistaken. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
there's where you can get fancy with the lighting.
with the
and
lighting, with the speakers. Yeah.
Yes.
With the,
Yeah.
Love it.
small display,
That's
bigger
a little
display.
spa at
Yeah.
home. That's a
I'm
little spa.
all about that. I like
Mhm.
it. So, what would be a challenge? Because we're getting to the end. Can you
Okay.
believe it?
It's quick.
Yeah.
quick.
That was quick.
Those 5
But
minutes
I
are
want
quick.
to know a little bit of a challenge project that you've had or
A
something that
challenging
was
project.
a challenging project.
Oh my God.
You have one?
No, not me directly, but yeah, we
Okay,
have
so-
one that we've been working with.
Okay, so go ahead, talk about it. Put her on the spot.
Well, we had a project recently where we ordered a sink from Cast. It was a beautiful concrete
Okay, that's a good one.
sink.
Okay.
I mean, the client obviously picked wallpaper in our other showroom, and everything was like beautiful when it was installed. But there was an issue where she wanted to place it on these legs,
Mhm.
and the sink didn't fit properly, so we had to change it. We had to, do a custom made sink from
Okay,
stone.
it's not that
The-
it broke.
No, it didn't break. It's just the specs weren't very clear when we ordered the legs and the
Mhm.
sink.
I think
So
there was the base of the sink was just not
yeah,
on the spec.
correct.
So then we
It's
had
too
to.
high. It was too
It
high.
was too narrow.
Yeah,
So it was kind of too
the
far
sink was
off the
too
wall.
front. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a beautiful sink, and when we
Mhm.
placed it, it was just you had about a 4-inch gap from the wall.
Correct.
Mhm.
But client was willing to work with us, and
Mhm.
which we're thankful. And we decided to do we fabricated a custom sink.
Mhm.
So at the end of the day, it worked out. But that was a little bit of a challenge that I feel like
It was a learning experience too for
Yeah.
the salesperson,
definitely
for
For
the
the team.
designer.
Mhm.
definitely
for
a
the whole
learning
team.
experience.
I wanted to ask you, those freestanding sinks, do they pass inspection?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
they are
Yeah,
the
yeah.
complicated ones?
No, they
Because
do.
that's another chapter of our lives, the
Yeah.
inspectors.
Yeah.
and the
Inspectors, yeah.
certifications and
Right,
everything that
right.
they
Well,
want.
we only work with brands that
That
are
do.
certified. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
For
US.
the US.
The US.
Yeah, as a matter of
Mhm.
fact, there are beautiful brands. There's a lot of
Mhm.
European brands, as we all know, that are beautiful. And when we went to Milan last year, we tried to get some of those brands back, and
We
most of them were
can't.
not certified.
Mhm.
So I decided not to. And then we are working with even some lines now, some brands that have, let's say, 3, 4 collections that are certified. Those are the ones that I'm bringing, but I'm not bringing
Mhm.
anything that's not certified. That's a big deal. You're not going to pass code. The day of tomorrow, if anything happens, you get a flood, you flood 3 apartments. No insurance is going to cover you.
Yeah.
No one's going to back you up. So it's a big deal. And again, it's a lot of educating the client to let them know, hey, you can do whatever you want at the end of the day. But my suggestion is to research this a little bit more, and we'll tell you what we know.
Yeah. And there are some clients that think that they can buy in South America and bring it up,
Correct.
and that's another mistake.
That's obviously they go online and they
Mhm.
see better pricing, because European pricing, it's going to be way more economical than the U.S. But even the roughs are not gonna they're not gonna fit the pipes. They're completely different. They're made differently. So one just getting them to the States, it's gonna be a headache, and then having the passcode, it's just not gonna happen.
And
So
in the
you're gonna spend all
future,
that
when
money.
they need a spare part, is another
Well, the
complicated.
company is not gonna back you up. So if you were to call the company directly, they're gonna say, "Well, you didn't buy this through me. You have to go." Even though they're their own company, chances are they're gonna give you a contact in Europe, and go and figure it out. But nobody's gonna help you within the
Mhm.
United States.
Yeah, that's why I think it's always good to rely on professionals. You guys do this for a
Every
long
day,
time,
all day, every
every
day.
day,
Yep.
and that's where you're there for us.
Yeah.
I want to finish with a sentence. Let's see if you can finish this. The biggest mistake someone can make with fixtures is.
Hmm.
Mm.
The biggest mistake that someone can make with fixtures: not buy from House of Fixtures.
Good one.
Dun-dun-dun.
What would be a biggest
I mean,
mistake?
The biggest mistake from House of Fixtures, from plumbing fixtures. Um,
Installing the wrong bulb. Oh,
oh
that
my
just
God.
happened to me.
Well, thinking that the roughs are universal
No,
and they're not.
exactly. No, it happened
Yeah.
because there are some brands that sell by kits,
Correct.
and somebody advanced the valves to me. But it turns out that when the kit arrived, they made a mistake in the valve, and now I'm in trouble because I cannot return part of the kit
I
just
see.
to.
It wasn't a.
So I think the biggest mistake could be not to read what
Not
you're
to
buying,
read,
not
to
to read the
educate yourself.
specs.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. So going back to the challenge that Jessica was speaking about, um, I truly feel that we are a showroom and we're supposed to be knowledgeable, and we're gonna, help out. But at the end of the day, the designer, the contractor, the plumber, we all have to work together to avoid
Mhm.
those mistakes.
Totally.
So I can sell you, I can put together the bathroom for you, but I can also make a mistake.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So then it should be a team effort.
Yeah.
The designer or the plumber or the contractor can say, wait a second, that's not going to work. It's too high, or we're missing this. So
Yeah, communication.
communication, right?
Totally.
So we're going to give you everything we can to the best of our ability, but we're also human. We can also make mistakes. Now, the one thing that I can tell you is that we're a company that we're always going to work with you and try to solve the problem. Find the solution. What is the solution? How do we move forward?
Yeah.
There's always a solution. It's how
Yeah.
much you're willing to work it.
That's great. So another of the biggest mistakes would be not to ask, not to communicate, because
Correct.
once you end the walls, close the tile,
That's
it's
it.
too late.
It's too
Now you
late.
gotta
It's
rip
too
it all
late
out. Yeah.
for any
yeah. It's happened before.
for any
That's-
corrections.
Yeah, it's happened to us too. And
Mhm.
then unfortunately the plumber made a mistake and now he's gotta rip it all out.
Yeah.
Again, we should be proactive, and look at these things ahead of time before it happens. But in order for that to happen, everybody needs to have a set of eyes
Totally.
and take the responsibility
Yeah.
for the project.
There has
Everyone
to be a
involved.
team
Yeah.
Exactly.
integration.
Exactly.
You guys with the
Mhm.
team installing, with the designer, with
Exactly.
everyone.
It's
Yeah.
not
The
only
GC.
selling the product; it's going to
Yeah.
the job site after.
A lot
overseeing.
of the times, listen, I mean, we have to have the plumber talk the same language with our technical department.
Mhm.
So there are things that I'm not gonna know. There are
Right.
things that Jessica as a sales associate is not gonna know.
Mhm.
But then we put the text together so they can speak the same
Yeah.
language. But that, can also happen ahead of time, as opposed to then trying to find a solution. It can happen prior to the
Right.
problem.
Yeah, we have to be ahead of the game.
Ahead of the
Yeah.
game, 100%.
Totally.
Try to.
Yeah.
And how do we do that? It's like you said, by communicating and everybody kind of
Reading the
being a
specs.
partner.
Do some of your clients still print out the book? I
yeah.
am the old-fashioned
Well,
way. I print out the book.
we send it. I want to say I've seen
Yeah,
some
the
people do it.
majority. I think the
I
majority.
think that's the
Yeah.
best.
do.
And then if they made a mistake, the book, at least from your end,
Yeah.
is there.
Yeah.
It's on
Yes.
site.
And, and give that book, make a copy,
Mm-hmm.
send it to your contractor. We can even, if he tells us who the contractor is, I'll make the same copy to the contractor. He doesn't need to have the estimate. He just
Right.
needs to have the specs and the
spec
installation
books,
guidelines.
that's
So we can
all they
create a
need.
spec,
Mhm.
a package just for the contractor, just for the plumber. And
Yeah.
then you want to send one to your homeowner, we can also, work it for the
Mhm.
homeowner. So
I think
there's
that
ways
is a
that we
great
can.
idea.
Of course.
Everyone
There's a
should have
package.
one.
There's a
Everyone
package
should
per
have one.
party.
Hey,
the homeowner.
remember this picture? It's on page 17.
Right.
Mhm,
The
correct.
homeowner doesn't need to know the installation guidelines. There's no
No.
reason for her to get that package.
But sometimes they don't even remember what they bought.
Oh,
So
no,
it's good
no,
that
they
they
need to
have
have
it.
for them to have it.
100%
They need to have it.
photos.
Yeah.
Photos and I think that even designers, they need to see it. They need to
Yeah.
visualize it. So
Mhm.
having the spec kind of reminds them, oh, that's what I'm doing in my powder. Listen, bathroom is one room in the house. There's so many other moving parts. There's multiple projects. There's a contractor. There's a
Right.
homeowner.
You can forget.
You can forget in
You
a
can
heartbeat.
forget,
You know,
yes.
my phone is my memory. If it wasn't for that, I will forget where I'm standing right now. So
So what are other plans for the team coming?
we want to grow. You know, we want to grow. We want to continue to service.
Like opening in another city or
Maybe. Yeah. I mean,
We spoke about it.
early
Joking
stages.
around, but
Early stages, but definitely why not? I mean, I see House of Fixtures as a company that can definitely grow. We have a lot of potential. I've seen it in this past year, how much we've done in sales and how many clients. Right, we're the new kids on the block
Yeah.
when it comes to plumbing.
That's what I was saying. The old kids of the block, they are not there, just like you
Correct.
are all the time with
the way
us.
the way the way
You're
that
different.
always there.
Yeah,
In every
Cindy-
event, in every art basel, Christian
Mhm.
is always there.
Because
So
it's about relationships.
knows.
And
I
that's
think it's
what we
about
do
I think it's
different,
about
yeah.
relationships.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
think and a lot of people, they get comfortable, right?
Yeah.
They, again, going back to that plumber mentality, yeah, I've done it, I've seen it, I've been doing this
Mhm.
for the last 20, 30 years. Great. Listen, I'm not taking away from that, right? But and another thing too is the one thing that I can tell that I really true to myself is doing what I do and doing what I do best and what I know to do and forget about the rest, forget about the competition. To me, there's enough to go around, and as long as I focus on what I do and do well by my clients, that's it. That's it.
It all comes to you.
Mhm.
I think
It will.
organically it all just kind of flows nicely.
Mhm.
And then, we have to do a good job at going out there and doing presentations and capturing the design community, doing a good job once we have the opportunity, and just growing from there. So we've done a fantastic job. I'm very happy with what the team has done. And I think this is just the beginning.
Great. Keep it up, guys. So
Thank you.
Thank you.
we'd love to have you here again. Maybe
Whenever.
talking about wallpapers.
We can talk about
trends.
twill. Yeah, we
Yeah.
can talk about twill and texture.
We have to bring Enrico and Vicky.
Yes.
They couldn't
Yes.
make it.
They couldn't make it today.
Yeah.
Enrico, we're looking for a girlfriend for Enrico. He's a
Yeah.
beautiful cat. What
Scottish
breed?
folds.
Ooh, Scottish fold.
It's beautiful.
Gray, hazel eyes.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
If he had come, he already had a girlfriend by now.
no, we have to get him a girlfriend. He's now ready to have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
That's
Vicky
great.
is looking for
For a
prospects.
girlfriend. Well, thank you guys.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for
Thank you so
coming.
much,
having
Cindy.
us.
I had
Thank
a
you.
good time.
This was a blast.
Thank you.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for listening to the Creative Talks podcast. Your 5-star reviews really help us continue what we do. Please rate your listening experience, and let's keep building this beautiful community together. For exclusive access to more design content, visit thearchitecturalauthority.com or download our app from the App Store or Google Play. Until next time, take care and keep creating.